In this video you're about to watch, I'm going to dive into how to use your secondary sales screen. Basically, I'm going to go through a few bits and bobs on templates, layout, etc., just to give you an idea of how to develop it, basically. So to start with, we're going to go into customers and marketing, and then we're going to go into second screen advertising. The beauty of this section is you can pretty much do anything you want for the second screen. You don't need any third parties helping you set it up, and once you've seen these videos you really don't need much more than a creative mind. One of the many features of our Premier EPOS system that you just won't find in any other system out there. So without further ado, let's crack on with this. So I've got a few templates here. If you saw my how to import a template video previous to this one, then you'll know that I created this very straightforward default template. Once we have a template, we can then basically start to work on it. Of course, we can create one from absolute scratch, but this default one gives us some good pointers to get going on. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do edit template. In here now you can see a scene name and then what event will make that scene name happen. So these events are like triggers, things that happen that the system says, oh, this has happened, so let's go and do this. So in this case, first scene when till inactive. In other words, the till's doing nothing, and the first scene will be this primary landing screen. So that could be an introduction screen or a welcome screen, etc. Then we have here one called item details, when an item is scanned. So basically what happens there is the customer will scan an item, or you will scan an item, sorry, and then that information for that item will come up on the customer's screen, so they can see pretty much anything you want them to: price, products, was it a special offer, a nice picture, etc., and maybe even special offer information. So that's all nice and easy so far. We then, so on and so forth, we've got loyalty customer scanned, when the transaction is complete, and more triggers. I will be doing a small video that literally just defines what these triggers do. Obviously these scene names are just names that we have made that relate to the particular scene and what it's about to do when it's activated. I'm now going to go in and edit the item details scene, just to show you how editing is achieved. If you've watched at all the how to create a label video, then you'll straight away be very familiar with the layout and look of the controls. So without further ado, we're going to fire up and we're going to edit this scene. So in we go, and here's our scene designer. Nice and easy again. You've got the scene's name, scene background color, so you could have in the scene a single picture, and then you could have say a black background, for example. So you could have maybe for the Christmas season some snowflakes. Then moving down, the event that will actually activate the scene. So this is, as I explained on the previous page, this is what happens to actually make this scene appear. So there are many of them there, and as I say, I will be going through these in another video one by one, in particular paying attention to the play randomly and how you can have sequences go round in circles so that you're never getting a break in the action on your customer's second screen. Right, so basically we've got that. Then when item is scanned, in this case, the length indefinitely, or for how many seconds. Rule of thumb is there's lots of things going on. You scan an item and then you basically you complete the sale, etc., And then the till will obviously, it's going to go through your different scenes. And when it's sitting there for X amount of seconds, 30 in this case, it will then do whatever it's meant to do next, which is usually to cycle through a series of adverts, which the customer will see, and they will quickly hurry around your shop with their basket to go and get all the bargains they didn't know about. Right then, let's go into design scene. And this is the bit that you may well recognize if you've seen our label editor. It's very easy to use, again, very versatile, and again, unique to our system. You won't get this anywhere else, nothing near as powerful. You can add images. You've got, again, it's worth noting, as I did earlier, that each of these features here where you see the asterisks, they are actually, these wordings, for example, product name, are replaced with the actual product name. So you will get when you scan a product, you'll get its name, you'll get the image for that product, you'll get a product description, the price, any discounts. It really is a fantastic system, and this is, as I say, this is in a world of its own. This here's the cart, so they can even see the products going in. They might see a product go in and go, oh, did I only pick one of them up? I was meant to get 3 of them. They might see that there's a special offer due on one of them, and they'll say, oh, I'll go and get another one of them. I didn't know there was an offer. And the second screen, it'll help you make that sale. It'll sell up for you without you even trying, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. Okay, so there you go. That is literally your second screen editor. I'll show you a few bits. You can, again, like with the other designer applications within the EPOS, you can select the objects and you can move them as such. And I would pick the biggest one on the screen. You can select your different variables, you can remove them, you can edit them, you can add other ones using the product property, draw it where you want it, and then it will appear simply here asking you what you want. So you could put the till number, and there's now till number. This is to get more of a feel for how to use this editor. Please do check out the label editor video, as they are very similar in how they work. Obviously, the end goals are completely different. When you're done, click back. Don't forget to save the scene. As I say, most of the things in the Premiere EPOS, they auto-save. It's a very live-friendly system. It doesn't need you to tell it to save stuff when you've worked hard. Some of these things, though, they are a tad more complicated, and obviously you don't want to accidentally save over an entire scene without first thinking it through that you've done it right. We'll save that, and that's our scene saved. And that's basically how to use the second screen control. There are other features in there. I will be going into individual features in other videos, but that gives you a general overview of how to actually get your second screen up and running and doing the best for yourselves while you're doing the transactions. It's all good, it's nice and easy, and it's there, so you may as well use it. Thank you for watching, and please do check in again.